But before we do that, I want to talk about the t-shirt and the process of finding the perfect t-shirt. Okay. Have you got the notebook that you wrote everything down in?
I do. It's just on the desk over there.
Can we bring that in? Because I feel like that needs to be shown.
I also did bring my iPad with me, so you can see some of the raw files of the designs.
So when it comes to finding the perfect t-shirt, you mentioned before that you wear graphic tees yourself. You're very fussy about how you like them to fit, feel, and all of the above. What were the biggest challenges you found when looking for the blank t-shirt for your company?
I literally went to bed dreaming about t-shirts for the last few months. Literally, the amount of time I've laid in bed thinking about t-shirts.
I can relate, yeah.
It has been challenging, I'm not going to lie, because obviously I have been looking for such a specific type of t-shirt and I wanted it to be perfect. Like I did when I started thinking about t-shirts, I put it out there onto our social media, on Instagram, to ask our audience like what they would be looking for in a t-shirt as well. So I had some feedback as well from that. So I wanted to always bear that in mind. A lot of the things that came up was exclusive sizing, the thickness of a t-shirt, and it being cotton. So those three things were always in the back of my mind when I was like looking for the perfect t-shirt. And honestly, I have sampled so many t-shirts from so many different blank brands, and it's taken me a really long time to find one. Even the one that I've gone with, I've been like back and forth about, because I was like, can I find even better than this? But I do think the one that we have gone with is perfect for the type of t-shirts that we're going to make. And it's a casual classics t-shirt, and it's super thick, like really heavyweight, 350 GSM. And it's a really nice oversized fit, both for men and women. So it's unisex. And one of the biggest things that I found with unisex t-shirts, which is what I wanted it to also be, was, the shape, because you'll find obviously men are a lot taller than women.
Yeah.
I'm only 5'4", so as well, like I'm probably about the average. Like if you look, I even looked up what the average height is in the UK for women. It is about what I am.
Is it?
So you're on the taller side, yeah.
Wow, that surprises me actually.
In
How
fact,
tall are you? Okay.
Yeah,
right,
so it's, the average is like 5'4"-ish.
Wow.
So
my friends are freakishly tall then.
I wish, to be honest, I wish I was a bit taller, but it was hard to find a t-shirt that was not going to drown a woman and a man and not be like down to your knees and be the right shape. But yeah, we got there in the end, I think. And
I cut all of mine, all of our tees that
really?
We get here. If they're too long, I hack the bottom off with scissors.
Do you know what?
I'm just like, I can't. It bunches up. You try and tuck it in, it bunches up. Like,
I even thought about, could I possibly, because I was finding so many good t-shirts that were everywhere else were fine. I was like, could I cut them and stitch them so they were shorter for printing? And
it's
I was
a lot of extra work though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're adding so much time and money onto the production line by doing that.
Yeah. And obviously, as I said, it's just me, so
no one's got time to be cutting and stitching t-shirts when they should be the right length to start with.
So that's why I'm so glad we found this t-shirt, because it is a really good shape, a really good length for both men and women. And it's super thick. You're not going to be able to see through it, which obviously was a biggest thing for me, because I absolutely hate a white t-shirt that you can see through.
Yeah, I completely get what you mean. So show the camera your workings in your book. So even down to like how long the t-shirts were, right? You wrote all of this down. You compared literally everything.
So
I love the level of detail that's gone into this.
This isn't probably going to make much sense to everyone else, but it made sense to me at the time. We have pages of t-shirt sizes.
I just love that.
And I literally wrote down the length, the pit-to-pit size of each t-shirt that I was looking at, because even like the few centimeters different, it's mostly in length, made such a big difference.
Yeah.
Like to when you tried it on, but also I can't believe the size variation in the same size t-shirt across multiple brands. Like, for example, you take one t-shirt in one brand, and then you look at the same kind of t-shirt that another brand might do, and you compare the pit-to-pit size and the length size, and they're so drastically different. And it was so hard, because I was like, well, that's like a size large in this brand size small. So yeah, it honestly has been very challenging. A lot of research, a lot of a hyperfixation on like understanding the length. Because as well, before I could never tell you what size t-shirt I like wore pit to pit and lengthwise. It's only from obviously.
I can't.
No, I can tell you now, but I couldn't at the time before. And now I could tell you like, oh, I know what size, like what a perfect fit t-shirt for me would be so-and-so, because I've obviously done so much research into like the measurements of a t-shirt.
Yeah, but like you say, they're so different brand to brand as well, which is the challenging thing.
Yeah.
It's so difficult, isn't it? Because some of them are oversized, some of them are women's fit, some of them are unisex, but like where do you draw the line between this is oversized so it's 2 to 3 centimeters wider and that's acceptable, or this brand's 5 centimeters, or there's no baseline for that.
No, there really isn't. And as well, all the t-shirts that I looked at were oversized. In the name of the t-shirt, it would say oversized. So it wasn't even like I was looking at like a regular shaped t-shirt or a regular fit. Like, because I obviously from the beginning knew that I wanted it to be an oversized style t-shirt. Yeah. So when I was looking, I already ruled out all the like normal size fitted t-shirts or like a regular shaped t-shirt, because I knew that's not what I wanted. So even looking at oversized at that brand, they were so different, and the look of it, what you want going into it, because otherwise I would have had, like, with the amount of t-shirts obviously we looked at, I would have been so lost, like with obviously knowing what to use.